Hey guys, I'm here to do a book review on Sleepless by Thomas Fahy. Um, but first I just want to give you an update. Yesterday, anybody that watched my videos from yesterday, I was obviously laid up most of the day in my bed because of my back, and same thing today at work when I woke up this morning. So I went into work to help open, and then I went to the doctor's. And she took me off work again for today and then tomorrow. And then I'm already off Christmas Eve and Christmas. And I got to go back on Tuesday. She said I'm still extremely tight. She hardly even touched me. And she was like, oh my gosh. Through all of this side and my neck, because when I yawn a lot of the times, this huge muscle here, when I yawn, it when I'm done yawning, it feels like it's still popped out. And it's just so uncomfortable, and then it'll pop back in or whatever it does, but that's what it feels like. And then she had me do the squeeze my fingers and push up with your foot and that, and I'm really weak on my right side. And when she was done having me do that, I got up off the table thing, and my right leg, I had to sit right back down. It felt like jello, like when you overdo it working out or something. Oh my gosh. So she's thinking that the muscles are just so swollen that I have a pinched nerve or something, and that's why this arm has been hurting really bad, and these fingers get tingly. But yeah, so that's my update on that. I'm not dying, thank gosh. Nothing life-threatening, but it still sucks because I would love to work because it's money. So I don't know what kind of hauls I'm going to be having after Christmas, especially if I'm not working much. It just takes some time for this to heal up. Yeah, but anyways, this book, Sleepless by Thomas Fahy, it's a horror story. It was 208 pages, so obviously short. The text is this size. And I like that at the beginning of each chapter, you see the blood at the top there, and that tells you what day, because each chapter is a day. So I think that's kind of neat. The back of it says, Emma Montgomery is having trouble sleeping. Every time she falls asleep, she sees horrible, gruesome things in her dreams. And when she wakes up, she isn't where she was when she fell asleep. And she's not alone. Her friends are starting to have the nightmares too. And that's when the murders start. First, one kid dies in a car crash. His brakes mysteriously cut. Then another girl washes up dead on the beach. The deaths match the nightmares, and Emma and her friends must confront the awful truth. Something is making them kill in their sleep. Now they're in a race against time to keep themselves awake and figure out what's going on before someone else turns up dead. So it's about Emma and how many more kids is it? Probably about 4 other kids, I believe it is. 5. Lily, Duncan, Caitlin, Jake, and then Emma. So 5 students. And then a teacher, Dr. Beecher. And they go down to New Orleans to help with Habitat for Humanity and build houses again. And when they are down there, they see something really, really horrifying, really terrible. And they vow between the 5 of them, or 6 of them, that they won't say anything. So they keep it amongst themselves. And when they get back home, I don't remember how long they said after this trip was. I thought it was only a short while. They start having nightmares, but each other doesn't know that until a little bit later in the story. But yeah, so they start having these nightmares, and the nightmares basically are about them hurting someone else, and it's someone that they know. And so, of course, it's very disturbing to them. And a lot of the dreams seem so real. And what's happening is they're actually sleepwalking. So they eventually confess to each other because Dr. Beecher, the teacher that took them down there, also has them come to his house for certain meetings and that, because they have to put this paper together for what they did down in New Orleans. And so they're all working together, so they see each other a few times a week. And so they end up opening up to each other about these nightmares, and all of them are just so exhausted, and because they don't want to fall asleep, they don't want to have these nightmares. They don't realize yet, though, that they're actually sleepwalking and stuff's happening, and that they're doing things. They don't realize this yet until farther into the story, and students start dying. as I told you, the one kid got his brakes cut, and then another student was actually murdered by one of the other girls that was in their little circle thing. And even at this point, they're not sure what's going on. They finally figure it out. They finally figure out that they're sleepwalking and that these nightmares have something to do with it. And they obviously, feel that somebody's behind this. So basically, that's what the story's about. They're trying not to fall asleep because they need to find out who's causing this and trying to stop it. So there's like 3 or 4 deaths. One actually ends up being a suicide throughout this book. It's very descriptive, especially in the death scenes. So I did like that because it definitely made it for a horror book. The characters, though, I don't feel like I really got to know the characters too much. I didn't feel connected to them. Their personalities, I really didn't feel much on that either. So if it wasn't for the descriptiveness of it and that it was a horror story, I don't think I would have even given it the 3 stars that I gave it. It wasn't horrible, but I don't know. There's just something, I just wish I wish the characters were more lifelike. I wish I could have connected with them a little bit better, maybe. But yeah, definitely not a bad book. Sleepless by Thomas Fahy. So it actually reminded me a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street, just where the kids are afraid to fall asleep, and they try to keep each other awake. So in that sense, that's about it. I'm off to read a new book now. I'm not sure what it's going to be. A Blue So Dark. Somebody just said something how they loved this book. This is one of their favorite books of the year. I forgot who it was, though, but maybe I'll read that one. I don't know. We'll see. I have too many books to choose from. Alright, guys. I will talk to you later. Me and the kids are opening our gifts on Christmas Eve. I don't know if I already said that to you guys, because they're usually away on Christmas Day. So I should have my book haul for you guys then. Alright, bye.